Today, we embark on an inspiring journey through the life of Albert Einstein, a man whose brilliance reshaped our understanding of the universe. This isn't just a tale of scientific breakthroughs, it's a story of courage, curiosity, and the power of a unique mind that dared to challenge the world. From a quiet boy who spoke late to a global icon who unlocked the secrets of time and space, Einstein's life offers lessons in resilience and imagination that will captivate adults and kids alike. Grab a notebook to jot down new words or ideas, and let's dive into this extraordinary adventure of thought and discovery. Albert Einstein was born on March 14, 1879, in the quaint town of Ulm, nestled in the kingdom of Württemberg within the German Empire. His parents, Hermann Einstein and Pauline Carr, led modest lives rooted in strong values. Hermann managed a small business dealing in electrical equipment, while Pauline ran the household, fostering in young Albert a love for music and learning that would shape his future. From the moment of his birth, Albert stood out, his head unusually large, sparking concern among family members who wondered if he was healthy. Little did they know that within that oversized head lay one of the most extraordinary minds in human history, poised to unravel the mysteries of the universe. As a young child, Albert was strikingly quiet, not speaking until nearly 3 years old, a trait that worried his parents and led some to suspect a learning disability. Yet, his silence wasn't a sign of limitation but of deep contemplation. His family nicknamed him the Quiet One, a moniker that belied the vibrant curiosity brewing within. Albert didn't speak unless he had something meaningful to say, a quality that made others underestimate him but fueled his unique perspective. Even as a toddler, his mind was already probing the world, observing details others overlooked, setting the stage for a life defined by relentless inquiry. At 5 years old, a pivotal moment arrived when his father gifted him a simple magnetic compass. Albert turned it in his small hands, mesmerized as the needle steadfastly pointed north, no matter how he spun it. This wasn't just a toy, it was a riddle, a glimpse into the invisible forces governing the world. How could something unseen guide the needle so precisely? This question ignited a spark, planting the seed of a lifelong passion to uncover the hidden truths of nature. The compass became a symbol of his destiny, steering him toward a path of discovery that would redefine science. School, however, was a battleground for young Albert. The rigid German education system of the late 19th century prized rote memorization and strict obedience, qualities at odds with his inquisitive nature. Teachers demanded students recite facts without question, but Albert craved the why and how behind every lesson. His curiosity was seen as defiance. One teacher famously declared, "You'll never amount to anything," while another criticized his rebellious attitude and lack of discipline. These harsh words stung, yet they also steeled his resolve. Albert refused to accept their verdict, trusting in his ability to find his own way of learning. In solitude, he found refuge. While other children played outdoors, Albert retreated to his room, immersing himself in books, mathematical puzzles, and his violin. Music, particularly the works of Mozart and Bach, became a sanctuary. He later reflected, "Music does not influence my thoughts. It helps me to daydream." The violin's strings offered a harmony that complemented his analytical mind, allowing his imagination to soar. These quiet moments of study and music honed his ability to think deeply, laying the groundwork for the revolutionary ideas that would later emerge. Albert's gift for mathematics shone early, a talent nurtured by his uncle Jacob, an engineer who transformed algebra and geometry into playful riddles. To Albert, math wasn't just numbers, it was the universe's language, a way to decode everything from falling apples to orbiting planets. Solving equations felt like a treasure hunt, each solution revealing a new mystery to chase. This love for math set him apart, giving him a lens through which to view the world's complexities with clarity and wonder. At 16, Albert's imagination reached new heights with a thought experiment that would echo through his life. Walking home from school, he wondered, what would it be like to ride a beam of light? Could you catch up with it? Would time freeze, or would light stand still? This deceptively simple question revealed his extraordinary ability to see beyond the ordinary, planting the seeds for his groundbreaking theories of relativity. It wasn't just a daydream, it was a glimpse into the profound questions that would redefine our understanding of time and space. His teenage years brought challenges. His father's business failed, forcing the family to relocate to Italy, leaving Albert behind to finish school in Germany. Unhappy in a rigid system that stifled his creativity, he dropped out at 16, seeing it not as failure but as liberation. He reunited with his family in Italy and began teaching himself, diving into math, physics, and philosophy with a fervor that formal education couldn't contain. That same year, he wrote his first scientific essay, a modest work that hinted at his budding brilliance. Determined to pursue higher education, Albert applied to the prestigious Swiss Federal Polytechnic School in Zurich. His first attempt at the entrance exam failed, largely due to weaknesses in language and history, but he didn't let rejection define him. He studied diligently, passed on his second try, and enrolled at 17. In college, he remained an outsider, often skipping lectures to study independently. He wasn't content with memorizing known facts. He wanted to uncover the unknown, asking bold questions about time, gravity, and light that puzzled even his professors. It was at the Polytechnic that Albert met Mileva Merrick, the only woman in his physics class. Her intelligence and passion for science matched his own, and their late-night discussions about theories and ideas forged a deep bond. They married in 1903, a partnership that brought 2 sons but also strains, as their shared dreams eventually diverged. Despite personal challenges, Mileva's influence during these formative years helped shape Albert's intellectual journey. After graduating in 1900, Albert faced a harsh reality: no university wanted to hire him. His unconventional approach and lack of deference to authority left his professors unimpressed. For 2 years, he struggled to find work, taking odd jobs until landing a position at the Swiss Patent Office in Bern in 1902. Reviewing technical inventions was tedious, but Albert called the Patent Office his worldly cloister, a quiet haven where his mind could wander freely. In those spare hours, he scribbled equations and ideas that would soon shake the foundations of physics. The year 1905, when Albert was just 26, became his annus mirabilis, the miracle year. Working in obscurity at the Patent Office, he published 4 papers that revolutionized science. The first explained the photoelectric effect, showing that light behaves as both waves and particles, which he called quanta or photons. This discovery later earned him the 1921 Nobel Prize in Physics. The second paper confirmed the existence of atoms through Brownian motion, describing how particles move in liquid. The third introduced the special theory of relativity, proposing that time and space are relative, not absolute, challenging centuries-old assumptions. The fourth gave the world E=mc², a simple equation revealing that energy and mass are interchangeable, unlocking a new understanding of the universe's fundamental nature. These papers didn't just advance science, they shattered it, rebuilding it from the ground up. Universities and scientists took notice, and Einstein's quiet life at the Patent Office transformed overnight. Invitations poured in from institutions across Europe. He became a professor, moving from Zurich to Prague, then back to Germany, all while maintaining his humility. He wore simple clothes, played his violin, and continued asking questions that pushed boundaries. "I have no special talents," he once said. "I am only passionately curious." But that curiosity was his superpower, driving discoveries that reshaped human knowledge. World War I brought a new challenge. While many scientists rallied behind their nations, Einstein stood firm as a pacifist, advocating for peace despite backlash. His courage to speak out reflected his belief in universal truths over nationalism. In 1915, he completed his general theory of relativity, extending his earlier work to include gravity as a curvature of spacetime. In 1919, this theory was confirmed during a solar eclipse when scientists observed starlight bending around the sun, exactly as Einstein predicted. The world erupted in awe, and Einstein became a global icon, his name synonymous with genius. But fame didn't shield him from danger. As a Jewish scientist in Germany, Einstein faced growing peril with the rise of Hitler in 1933. His books were burned, his ideas branded as Jewish physics, and he was labeled a traitor. Forced to flee, he found refuge in the United States at the Institute for Advanced Study in Princeton, New Jersey. The move was bittersweet, safe from persecution but heartbroken by the destruction of his homeland. "In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity," he said, embodying the resilience that defined his life. In the U.S., Einstein embraced his new home, becoming a vocal advocate for peace, equality, and justice. During World War II, he faced a moral dilemma. Fearing the Nazis might develop an atomic bomb, he signed a letter to President Roosevelt in 1939, urging research into nuclear weapons. Though he didn't work on the Manhattan Project, his equation E=mc² laid the theoretical groundwork. When the bombs were dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1945, Einstein was devastated, grappling with the unintended consequences of his discoveries. "Mankind invented the atomic bomb," he remarked, "but no mouse would ever construct a mousetrap." His regret fueled his lifelong commitment to peace, advocating against nuclear proliferation. In his later years, Einstein pursued a unified field theory to explain all of nature's forces, a dream he never realized but never abandoned. He lived simply, shunning material excess, often seen in Princeton wearing mismatched clothes and no socks, a quirk reflecting his disdain for convention. He loved sailing, despite not knowing how to swim, embodying his fearless approach to life. His home became a haven for thought, where he welcomed students, scientists, and dreamers to discuss ideas over tea. Einstein's health declined in the 1950s, but his curiosity never waned. On April 18, 1955, he passed away at 76 in Princeton. His final words, spoken in German, were lost to the nurse who didn't understand them, but his legacy spoke louder than any final utterance. His life was a testament to the power of imagination, resilience, and the courage to challenge the status quo. Einstein's story transcends science. It's about a boy who spoke late, a student dismissed by teachers, a clerk who dared to dream beyond his desk. His journey teaches us that greatness lies not in conforming but in questioning, not in accepting limits but in pushing past them. "Imagination is more important than knowledge," he famously said, and through that imagination, he gave humanity new ways to see the stars, time, and ourselves. His contributions reshaped not just physics but our worldview. The photoelectric effect paved the way for modern electronics, from solar panels to digital cameras. Relativity transformed our understanding of the cosmos, influencing everything from GPS systems to space exploration. E=mc² unlocked the secrets of energy, for better and worse, shaping the 20th century and beyond. Yet, Einstein's true legacy is his spirit, a reminder that anyone, no matter how ordinary they seem, can change the world with curiosity and courage. For American audiences, Einstein's story resonates deeply. Adults admire his perseverance, his defiance of authority, and his commitment to ideals like peace and equality, reflecting the USA's values of individualism and innovation. Kids connect with his underdog journey, from a quiet boy to a world-changing genius, proving that being different is a strength. His life is a beacon, showing that setbacks are merely setups for breakthroughs, a message that inspires across generations. Einstein's love for music, his playful riddles with math, and his daydreams about light reveal a universal truth: creativity drives progress. His struggles, facing rejection, fleeing persecution, and grappling with the consequences of his discoveries, mirror the challenges many face in pursuing their dreams. Yet, he never stopped asking questions, never stopped believing in the power of a single idea to change everything. As we reflect on Einstein's life, we see a man who didn't just solve equations but solve problems of human doubt and fear. He showed that silence can be profound, that failure can be a teacher, and that curiosity can light the way. His story encourages us to look at the world with wonder, to ask what if, and to trust that our unique perspective might hold the key to something extraordinary. In classrooms, offices, and homes across the USA, Einstein's legacy lives on. Teachers share his theories to spark young minds. Scientists build on his work to explore new frontiers. Dreamers draw inspiration from his refusal to give up. His life reminds us that the universe is vast, but so is the potential within each of us. Whether you're a student struggling with grades, an adult chasing a dream, or a child wondering where you fit, Einstein's story says, keep questioning, keep dreaming, keep going. His words echo through time. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. Einstein made mistakes, faced doubts, and endured hardships, but he never stopped trying. His life is a call to action, to embrace our quirks, to chase our questions, and to believe that even the quietest voice can change the world. Through his lens, we see not just the universe but ourselves, full of possibility, ready to shine. If you enjoyed this journey through Einstein's incredible life, please like, share, and subscribe to join us for more stories that inspire and ignite curiosity. Hit the notification bell to stay updated, and let us know in the comments what you found most fascinating about Einstein's story. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and let's continue this adventure together.